It's time for Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Single receiver, top of the screen. Send one in motion, turn. He'll hand it off to Durgan Reynolds. Durgan makes the first guy miss. Second guy, and he's off to the races on the outside. He's across the 45 to the 50, 40, 30. Can he outrun him? 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trojans.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Daryl Westoff with American National Insurance, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, GN Bank, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, Kennar Eye Care, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Paoni Dental, Producers Cooperative Association, The Market 120, G&W Foods, and Call Service.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night. The lights are on, and we have made the long trip up to Anderson County to Garnett, Kansas, where the Trojans will be taking on the Anderson County Bulldogs. 2-2. Anderson County coming off a big win over Iola. Your Trojans 2-2 as well after a 20-16 win over Burlington. It is 58 degrees tonight. The wind's blowing about 25 miles an hour out of the northeast, and the Trojans are ready to play some ball, and we're ready to watch them right here on Girard Sports Live. We'll be right back with the Community National Bank pregame show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Crocan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crocan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
This is Greg from the original home location of Derailed Commodity in nearby Brazelton, Kansas. Our home location includes the warehouse for our company's 16 other stores, allowing us to feature a huge selection of furniture at outlet prices. We also feature by far the area's largest in-stock selection of carpet and floor coverings, and the absolute lowest prices on mattresses. We're your source for lodge-style rustic furniture for homes and cabins. So come see us at our large facility in Brazelton, your destination for outlet pricing.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Call Service has a huge selection of tires from great brands, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, Hankook, and Cooper. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service with fast, reliable on-the-farm service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes in Girard. Get back in the game with a stop at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. It's time for some Trojan football. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Learn more online at mybankcmb.com. I'm going to bring in my co-partner here, Justin Tucker. Justin, welcome.
Thanks, Dale. Glad to be here. Ready for a beautiful night of football. Welcome Trojan fans. Welcome high school football fans. Should be a great night tonight, and it finally feels like football weather. It
does indeed feel like football weather tonight. You know, as we look to the north, Kansas City's just over the horizon. They have had some rain over there. We saw a little bit of a rainbow out there. Boy, if we were on a little bit earlier, we could have got a great shot of that. But, you know, the weather's great. A little bit of a chill in the air, but the wind is blowing about 25 miles an hour, Tuck. What do you think that's going to deal with?
You know, Dale, I don't think either one of these teams are two pass-happy teams. I haven't been on the field. The field looks dry. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. So as far as ball being slick-wise, footing being slick, I don't think we're going to deal with anything like that, and I think the wind will lay down a little bit.
Yeah, it always does seem to. In Kansas, at night or in evening, the wind will lay down and just turn out to be a perfect night. One way or the other, we're going to take on the Bulldogs tonight.
That's right. Doesn't matter if it's wind's blowing, not blowing, snowing, raining, or sun. We're going to play some football.
You know, how long did it take you to get here from Girard?
About an hour and 15, hour 20.
Yeah, I think I pushed the limits a little bit, made it here in about an hour 5, but I was going to say 10 minutes under what you made. So, beautiful night, nice drive up. They fix up Highway 7 a little bit, and once you get over there past Moran, boy, it's just a straight shot. Make sure you slingshot around that roundabout, and right outside of town you go.
And I'm kind of old-fashioned, Dale, but it's really a pretty drive this time of year, too.
Oh, it's a beautiful drive. The trees are starting to turn. You know, and the grass has got that little bit of a haze, and boy, I can just feel duck season around the corner.
You bet.
We're going to step away for one more break. We'll be right back with Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. You're listening to Trojan Football and Girard Sports Live.
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives.
I am no longer living the life on the sideline, watching everybody else enjoy those things I want to do. I am doing those things now. I am doing things that I only dreamed of doing for the longest time. I'm truly living the life I've always wanted.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County is where we're at tonight. We're playing the Bulldogs. It is time for the area matchups. from the area is brought to you by Bumper to Bumper of Girard, formerly Brenneman Auto Parts. Bumper to Bumper has been serving the Girard area since 1935. Stop in soon if you're in need for belts, Bosch brake pads, Wix filters, and Timken bearings, and so much more. Bumper to Bumper, 101 East Prairie. Justin, what do we got?
Dale, I'm going to stay right here in our district. We're district number 2 in Class 3A. Of course, we've got Girard against Anderson County. Girard 1-0 in the district. Anderson County 1-0 in the district. Overall, both teams are 2-2. Also in our district, looks like we've got Osawatomie going at Iola. Osawatomie is 0-1 in the district, 1-3 overall. Iola 0-1 in district play, 0-4 overall. Then let's see, Dale. We're going to have the other 2 teams playing. Let me find them here. Well, obviously it's going to be Prairie View and Burlington. And you've got Prairie View sitting atop the district right now, 4-0 overall, 1-0 in the district. Burlington 0-1 and 2-2.
You know, that Burlington Prairie View game will be very interesting. We just got done beating Burlington, and it was a barn burner. We played better, and we look to build from that. But we'll be real interested to see what Prairie View took Galena to the woodshed, and that's something we need to look at here coming up. We might even try to get a score at halftime on that, on the Market 120 preview on the game scores. But that's something we really need to look at, and hopefully, you know, we can get something from that and see where we're going to be at.
Yeah, Dale, you know, I don't know any specifics of that Prairie View Galena game. On paper, it looked like Prairie View dominated them, but I don't know. You know, maybe there was 6 turnovers by Galena.
You know, I talked to, of course, Frontenac went down to Galena and beat Galena the other day, and I talked to a couple Frontenac guys, and they're saying, well, Galena just couldn't hang on to the ball, and they said that's exactly what happened the week before when Galena was up in Prairie View. So that's something to look at, you know, and boy, we just got to take care of ourselves.
That's why we play the game.
You need 2 more wins, and we would have our own home district game, or by district, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to step away for one more break. We'll be right back with the coach's interview and the keys to the game. You're listening, or you're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Welcome back to the Community National Bank pregame show. Caught up with head coach Neil Philpott. Coach, thanks for taking the time.
Good to be here.
Coach, great win at home, homecoming, big festivities, and a huge crowd.
Yeah, it was a big win for us, being the homecoming game, but also just first game in districts, and really just getting back on the winning side of things. So kids played hard, really the whole night. We gave them a couple, big plays there that cost us a little bit, but we got out early, nice lead, and then had to kind of fight for it at the end. It was good to see some of our kids show some grit and some character and come back and get the game winner, and then also hold them off there at the end.
Coach, Tucker and I both talked back and forth on how much better your offensive line and defensive line look like they are getting a hold of your offense and understanding the blocking a little bit better.
Yeah, there's been, it's like everything new. It's a lot of the stuff we put in the summer and is different than what they've been doing. And they're grasping it, coming along, and each week it seems to see some improvement and clarification on who they're supposed to get and how they're supposed to do it. And that's going to be big for us. We just need to keep growing that way and getting better and putting things together as a whole team.
Once again, Derby McReynolds, I believe he had 180 unofficial yards on rushing, had some nice returns. Another player, of course, Lolleman, always does a great job and seems to be reading it a lot better. But how big was that one catch by a sophomore, Mr. Davenport?
Yeah, we had a lot of kids step up, and you look at the whole game, offense and defense, but I guarantee you Gage got popped into a big moment and came up with a big play. And, it's exciting for some guys like that to get their chance and be ready, and when the opportunity knocks, they're there to answer the door. And he did a great job. Like I said earlier, I think Lolleman is starting to get, kind of like you talked about the offensive line, they're starting to grasp our offense a little bit better and see some things a little bit cleaner. And as we continue on and keep doing some of those things, I think that'll only get better, and we'll get better as a unit.
Coach, how has practice been this week?
It's been good. Been a good week of practice. We're kind of carrying on some of those things that we did last week, trying to plan a little bit better, prepare a little bit better, understand what we're doing, why we're doing things. Kind of the middle approach of it, but energy's been good, and there's ups and downs in each practice, but we've had more ups and downs, and we'll have to clean them up and be ready to go on Friday night.
Coach, this week's opponent, second week in districts, we travel pretty long road trip to Anderson County, Garnett.
Yeah, it's a tough road trip. Any road trip up there seems to be tough for us the last couple of years. We went up there 2 years ago and snuck out one with a win, but we didn't play exceptionally well there. And last year we had a long road trip to Burlington, didn't play very well there. So kind of after an emotional win the week before on that one too. So we've talked to our kids about that. We've got to be able to get this thing played in our head a little bit before we go, and then on the bus, and then get yourself ready to go. Once we get off the bus, we're ready to play.
Coach, what have you seen about Anderson County? What offense will they run, and maybe the defense specialties have you seen?
They have a nice little offense. They got a nice little quarterback. Looks like a pretty smart kid. They do some zone read stuff with him, some power read stuff. They like to kind of keep it spread open a little bit and create some space for him, which is a little scary because he can run. He's athletic, a little bit like Columbus was. They've got some kind of same mentality as that, but they do a few things and they do it well right now. They're playing pretty well, scoring some points. So our defense is going to have to be in tune with what we're doing and their job and get people to the ball, and that's going to take all 11 of us on the defensive side of things.
Coach, as always, I want to tell you thank you. We appreciate you taking the time, and go get them.
Thank you.
This has been Dale Sharman on the Community National Bank pregame show with Coach Philpott. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Anderson County. I'm going to let you watch the coin flip. We're going to go ahead and get the starting lineups brought to you by Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylists Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Tuck.
Guys, starting lineups right here. I'm going to start off with the Anderson County Bulldogs. Number 1, Gavin Walken. He's a senior, and I know on defense he's a D-back. Number 6, Rylan Wright, another senior, defensive back, wide receiver. Number 9, Jaden Jarrett, senior, tight end and linebacker. Number 12, Bo Dilliner. He's a junior. He's a quarterback and the D-back. Number 14, Garrett Edens, who's a senior. He is a quarterback D-back. Brody McLean, number 19, senior, wide receiver and defensive back. Number 24, Colton Palmer, junior, tight end linebacker. Number 48, Bronson Sparks. He's a senior, tight end and defensive end. 58, Josh Stifter, junior, O-line, D-line. 66, Dalton Kellerman. He is a sophomore O-line, D-line. Number 77, Shaylin Pine, sophomore O-line, D-line. Now for your Trojans, I'm going to announce the offense first. You got Caleb Franklin snapping the ball at right guard. You've got Zach Shindo at right tackle. You've got D. Weideman, left guard. You got Gabe Shireman, left tackle. You got Eli Tucker. Caden Lallman takes the snaps. Derby McReynolds, a tailback. Wingbacks, you got Wes Jahay. You got Mason Hubner. catching passes out at wide receiver, you've got Logan Thomas and Caden Harrison. Zach Davis gets in quite a bit on offense, and that's kind of how they'll start out, Dale.
Well, Tuck, thank you very much. It's time for the keys of the game, brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your new ride at Evans Motors. Stop by and see Nate or Eddie. They'll help you find the car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for you and your family. Visit them on the corner of 69 and 400 south of Pittsburgh. See their online showroom at evansmotors.net. Tuck, what do you think?
Dale, turnovers, penalties.
That's exactly it. We're going to go straight into the opening kickoff, brought to you by Laird Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Laird Ceramics for a great gift idea and supplies. Get creative when it comes to buying and getting your friends and family beautiful ceramic pieces, or maybe even take classes from Laird Ceramics, 620-724-8442. And we are ready for that kickoff, Tuck.
Here we go. Hold on to the ball, boys. Get positive yards. Who knows? You may break one.
Deep for the Trojans will be Hubner and Derby, yep. Numbers are hard to see from way up here. Going to be hard to see all night long.
Both sides.
There's the whistle to start the game. Well, they'll squib kick it. Don't want to. And Boyer will just fall on it. Good idea, young man. 35-yard line will take over right there.
Good job by Josh just falling on the ball. That a lot of times that's the best thing to do.
You know, Boyer is a JV running back, and I'm sure he had thoughts of picking it up and running for 6, but safest way for the Trojans to start off in good field position would be just to fall on it, and that's what the young man did. Lallman and the Trojans lost the toss and Anderson County won the toss and deferred. Trojans will get the ball going north to south. Lallman will send one in motion, snap, fake the handoff, now the pitch out to J.A. J.A. will turn the corner. He'll get 12, 13 yards on the carry. Nicely done, and that's exactly the good start the Trojans needed right there.
Dale, I'm so glad to see him hit the corner downhill and go to the outside. We've had trouble doing that all year.
Attack the defensive end, make him make a decision, and that's exactly what we talked about before the game, before we even got on air, and that's exactly what they did. Good for a Trojan first down. Ball's going to be on the 46-yard line. Lallman will send one in motion at the bottom of the screen, turn, nope, he's going to pull it, and Lallman's across the 50 to the 45 down to the 40-yard line. Great decision by Lallman to pull that ball. Everyone jumped on Derby, and he just pulled it and followed him right around.
Great ball fake there, too, by Caden.
So 2 plays, 2 first downs. Great start for the Trojans. Ball will be on the 40-yard line. We'll split 2 wide receivers out. Lallman will send one to motion, top of the screen, turn, hand it off to Derby Reynolds. He's across the 35, down to the 30, the 20, 10. Oh, he stepped out of bounds, they're going to say.
Doggone it.
Doggone, I thought he was in.
Derby had room. Derby had a lot of room.
Boy, I didn't even see that sideline. It kind of blends in over there. I tell you what, our viewers have 10 times better view than we can see. If you just look right down here, look at them numbers. We're going to tell them it's hard to see the numbers. They're going to say, look at that. It's bright as can be right there.
We're quite a ways from the field, and it is very difficult to see the numbers.
We are high atop the press box in the open air, standing on the roof. Lallman will bring the line up. He'll take snap, turn, look. He'll hand it off to Derby McReynolds, and Derby will fight forward for a good 5 yards.
Pretty nice push there by the O-line, Dale. They stood them defensive linemen up, and then they started shoving them back. I'm glad to see that.
Boy, positive yards. First 4 plays, 4 positive yards, 4 positive plays to start off the night. We will apologize for the wind noise a little bit in the microphones, but there's nothing we can do about it tonight. We're in the open air. Lallman will bring the Trojans up to the line. One split way down to the bottom of the screen. He'll send one in the motion that way. Turn. He'll keep it. Now he'll pitch it. And it looks like J.A. will get 3 yards, or maybe, about 3 yards on the carry.
Another good decision by Caden, and I can already tell they've worked on this a lot in practice because they're hitting that edge a lot quicker and they're going downhill with it.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2, maybe a long one. Boy, if we get that one block, the wide receiver missed his block right there, he seals that off, and I believe that might have been 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Nevertheless, positive yards every time.
3rd and 2, that's what this team's built for.
3rd and 2, We'll send one receiver down the bottom of the screen. Lallman will send one in motion. He'll turn, look to hand it off, and he'll keep it. And he's going to be stopped just short, I believe. Maybe he got it there.
Going to be close, probably a little shy, but we'll see.
Well, they're going to call it 4th down, 4.5 yard. Duck, we got to go for this right here.
Yeah, I don't think you have any choice.
Even if you don't get it, you're going to pin them deep.
That's right. I say you stick Caden right up behind Caleb Franklin, and I don't know how you can't get a half a yard here. I mean, crazier things have happened, game of football, but who knows?
Boy, we haven't been out of underneath the center yet, but Lum will take the snap, turn, hand it off, and up the field will get the first down. I believe that was Hubner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Mason on a lead over to the left side. He got about 3 or 4 yards on that deal.
Nice play by Mason Hubner, only a junior. Take it down to the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5.
Great opening drive.
Exactly.
Best opening drive we've had all year.
We're thinking on the same page, Justin. I was just about ready to say maybe the best drive we've had to start a game. Lallman will bring one in motion to the bottom of the screen. He'll turn, hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep it, and he's going to get in for 6. Trojan touchdown. Caden Lallman fakes the handoff to Derby. They jump on it, and he just pulls it, bounces off 2 guys, and makes it in for 6. Now, Tuck, we're going to have a new long snapper. Our old long snapper went to the JV game in Burlington, had a little injury, and he's going to be out for the season. So you have his cousin, Gabe Sharman, snapping. Let's just hope he gets a good one in there. Decent snap. Kicks away. And it's good. Trojan touchdown. They'll strike pay dirt for first. 7-0. Your Trojans lead it. We'll step away for one break. We'll be right back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crawcan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas, Anderson County. Luke Nigaman will be kicking off for the Trojans. Trojans has made an impressive drive, Tuck.
Very impressive. Great to see. We went right down the field about 5 to 8 plays, stuck it in there and kicked the extra point.
So let's see, it's Trojan defense time now. Luke will kick off back deep. I can't see the numbers.
You got Brody McLean back there and Fisher Gailey, I believe.
Ball will be taken. It's on the ground. They're going to have to fall on it. He'll get it to the 28-yard line. Boy, that would have been huge if the Trojans could have got on that one.
And they had a chance at it. Dale, you were talking about our Adam Shireman being injured. We just want to say good luck to Adam recovering. Good luck to Cade Bryant. Good luck to Bo Harris. We had several injuries over the course of the last week in varsity and JV games.
It has, and those are all 3 freshmen that, boy, they're seeing varsity experience, and I'm all for lettering them right off the bat, and get them a letter, Coach. That's my 2 cents. Anderson County will come out, single back, out of the shotgun, send one in motion to the top of the screen. He'll snap, and they'll just keep it. It'll be just a lead, and he's going to have some room across the 40 to the 45. Going to miss some tackles. He's still on his feet, and he might go. Nope, Derby Reynolds is going to catch him.
We weren't wrapping up.
Just didn't wrap up at all. All that is a backside lead.
And we had, watching game film, number 12, that was quarterback Bo Dillner, the junior. That's what they do. That's 80% of their offense right there.
Yeah, they're just going to get a lead blocker out in front of them, and that defensive end and that outside linebacker's got to come up. "45-yard play to start the game for the Bulldogs. He'll turn, exact same play. Trojans get out there, but still having trouble dragging him down. He'll gain 6 yards on the play.
Looked like Logan Thomas finally got him out of bounds. Watching a little film, Dale, they're one of them teams, they want you to over pursue up the field, and they want to run right through the hole you leave for them. They kind of take what you give them.
Yeah, and that's where defensive ends got to stretch, keep his outside open, and that linebacker's got to fill that hole. Bulldogs go out of the shotgun, same formation, twins top, twins bottom, send one in motion to the bottom of the screen. He'll hand off right up the middle this time, and D. Weidman, nope, who is that?
I think that's D.
That D's got him right there, maybe a gain of 1?
Yeah, D made the initial hit, and that was Austin Edens, the running back on that carry.
Austin Eden. So it looks like 3rd and 2. Ball is on the 19?
I think it's about the 14, Dale.
14, yep. 14-yard line. 3rd down and 2, looks like. Trojans need a stand here. They'll send twins to the top, single receiver to the bottom of the screen. Out of the shotgun again, single back. Take the snap, turn, hand it off right up the middle, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Looked like Tucker and Hubner in there on the tackle, but definitely the first down. I'm not sure who that carrier was. I think it was number 7 again.
So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Twins to the top, single receiver to the bottom of the screen. Single back. Shotgun snap, turn, just hand it off. No, he's going to keep it this time. To the outside, he's going to go. He's going to be drugged down by Caden Lallman.
Yep, Caden, I think that was Brecken. I think Caden was in there too, but Brecken did a good job of filling that hole. Our defensive end squeezed down real well.
Boy, those jerseys, our away jerseys, are the hardest thing for me to see. And
they are tough.
I think I might be getting some long in the tooth or something. I can't.
Even the home team jerseys this week, Dale, the red and the black, that's tough to see.
It is. They'll send twin receivers to the top, single to the bottom with a flanker, single back behind him. Quarterback will take a shotgun snap, send one in motion to the top of the screen. He'll turn, hand it off. They're going to be a penalty flag on the play, and they'll tackle him for a 4-yard gain. Doc, you see a legal motion right there?
That's got to be, it's either got to be a legal motion or offsides on the defense, but they would have blown that. Yeah, it's going to be a legal motion.
Legal motion.
I think that was Zach Davis. Even though there was a penalty, I think that was Zach Davis in there on the tackle.
Well, you got to push him back here.
So that helps the Trojans out quite a bit. That's going to put them in 2nd and long, and you cannot get a first down. You're either scoring or you're turning the ball over.
2nd and goal from the 14-yard line. They'll send one in motion. Take shotgun snap. It's going to be that lead follow again, and he's going to squirt out of there, get down to the 5-yard line, and now there's a flag on the play, a double flag on the play.
I think we're going to have a face mask and then possibly a away from the ball personal foul, Dale, but I'm not sure. Brecken rode him out of bounds there.
There's going to be a face mask. It looks like the initial call. We'll see what it is. We have a personal foul, face mask, and that's going to give him a first down.
So that's going to be 1st and goal at the 1, right?
1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Be half the distance from the goal to the goal. Nope, they're going to be on the 3.
There was a second flag thrown, and it was a late flag like it was another penalty, but maybe they were calling the same thing here.
Must have seen the same thing. So big break for the
penalties and turnovers.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's one of them. Should be a first down with the personal foul. Right, Tuck?
It should be. I mean, yeah, face mask, personal foul, that should be automatic first down. I'm fine with the ball at the 3, but I really thought it'd be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah. Well, they might have changed the rules since me and you played way back in the day, so.
So we've got 2nd and goal from the 3, Dale.
Well, they're saying they're not updating their board over here very well on my cheat sheet.
Looking at the marker, they've got second down up.
Either way, twin receivers at the bottom of the screen, single to the top. They'll send one in motion. He'll turn, hand it off up to the top of the screen, and boy, he's in for 6. I could see that coming from a mile away. They got the backside to follow the guy in motion and then ran it right back up, and D. Weidman got sucked inside. So Bulldogs scored on an impressive drive. We'll see how their kicker is. Good snap. No, it's going to be fumbled around, and they're going to tackle him. Extra point conversion, no good. Big break for the Trojans. We'll step away for 1 minute. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Your Trojans lead at 7-6. Tuck, that extra point might be huge.
First quarter, there's still 5:22 left. Both teams have went down and scored a touchdown. So, at this pace, Dale, we're looking like 58-53 or something like that.
Well, we'll take it. As long as we're the 58.
Yeah. And on the drive where I'll be quiet and let the people watch.
Kick off another little pooch kick, and the ball's on the ground. Just fall on it, young man. There we go.
I believe that's Matthew Pike covering that ball.
It is Matthew Pike. Boer went up to get it, and it slipped through his hands.
What I was going to say on that drive where they scored the play where there was the penalty, our defense played that just right. They didn't over-pursue, but that quarterback, he's a tough runner. He squirted through that hole, and he made something happen. If we'd have got him back there at the line of scrimmage, there'd have been no penalty.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Trojans take over, 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Single receiver at the top. We'll send one in motion that way. We'll turn, hand off during McReynolds. Nope, now we're going to pitch it outside to J.A. J.A.'s going to make one guy miss across the 35 to the 40. 45 up to the 47-yard line.
About a 15-yard carry.
Nice run by J.A.
Again, they hit that outside hard.
Yep, they're attacking that defensive end, making the defensive end make a decision. So 1st and 10 from right on the 45-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds a little bit early. Single receiver to the top, single to the bottom. Ball's on the ground. Lawman will pick it up, throw it, completed.
That's Thomas, gain of about 3.
Logan Thomas. Positive yards. We're going to say gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Trojans.
Pretty good recovery there by Caden. That ball was rolling around on the ground. He grabbed it and was able to complete a pass. That's a lot better than a 6-yard loss.
Ice in his veins right there. 2nd down and 10, or 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. We'll have twin receivers to the bottom of the screen, one to the top. Spread them out a little bit. Turn, he'll throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver.
Was that Caden Harrison, maybe?
Caden Harrison, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Caden thought there should have been a flag on the play. Nothing called.
Last week there'd probably been one.
Last week they were a little bit friendly on them flags. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
3rd down and 7. Both those pass plays stopped the clock, so it's been rolling right along the whole quarter until now.
Yeah, 4 minutes and 30 seconds as you see on your screen. Well, send twin receivers to the top, single to the bottom. Snap, drop back, pass, ball on the way, and it's going to be incomplete.
You know, our receiver had hands on the ball. He just couldn't grab it right there.
Yeah, just need to hang on to that ball. That'll bring up 4th down and 8 for the Trojans. We'll send out the punt team. Once again, Gabe Sharman snapping. Needs to make sure he keeps his rear down and keeps a flat ball.
Sound like you've worked on that with him before, Dale.
We've worked on it, my son, and he'll do a good job, I'm sure. Good snap back to Lallman. Lallman will put the leg into it, end over end kick away, directional kick. He'll get a Trojan bounce all the way down to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will touch the ball. Burlington will take over. We're going to step away for 1 minute. We'll be right back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer
Well,
more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
And welcome back to Anderson County. Garnett will send 2 receivers to the top, single receiver to the bottom of the screen.
3-man front in there for the Trojans now. I think we were 4-man that first drive.
Send 1 in motion to the top of the screen, turn. He's going to keep it to the outside. Got the defensive end hooked, and he's going to bounce off 2, 3. And now we'll get a tackle in there by,
I think that's Ethan Merrill.
Ethan Merrill, sophomore.
That quarterback is a tough runner.
You're not going to arm tackle him.
No.
You're going to have to run through him. Trojan's going to have to get more than just an arm on him. And, boy, Bohr just got sucked in there and got hooked. If he would have kept that outside arm open, I think he might have had a chance to get him tackled back there.
You know, that's one thing Puff was telling me last night at the team dinner is that ends he's got to contain, but he's got to squeeze at the same time. I mean, you can't spread way out and give him that big crease.
Once again, Trojans in the 3-man front. Twin receivers to the top, flanker to the top. Let's send him in motion to the bottom of the screen. It's just going to be that lead follow again, and they're going to wrap him up a little bit better this time, be close to a 1st down.
Looked like Zach was in there. Maybe Ethan Merrill might have been in there again.
It's going to be short, be 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs.
You know, and again, this offense they run, everybody's got to do their job. They want you to over-pursue. You over-pursue and open a big hole, and they're going to give it to you.
Twin receivers at the top, twin to the bottom, single back. He'll take the snap, turn, hand it off. He'll make one guy miss, and he'll be tackled. Good enough for the 1st down, though. Tackle in there by
Derby got him,
Derby McReynolds. They're not real fancy. They're just going to line up and they're going to run where you're not.
Yep. And it's either going to be that was the running back Austin Edens. It's either going to be him or quarterback Bo Dillner. Most of the time is going to be doing the ball carrying for these guys.
Trojans need to read their keys. Sticking in that 3-man front, twin to the top, twin receivers to the bottom. He'll send 1 receiver back to the bottom. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff. Nope, he's going to give the handoff. And he'll get up to the 40-yard line, gain of about 3 yards. He'll be tackled in there by, I believe, D. Weidman and Lallman.
Looks like it. Pretty good job by D that time, staying home and staying squeezed down, and he even came in and made the tackle.
Merrill in there, too. Merrill's been in a lot of tackles tonight already. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
You know, they've ran every time. We've got to be aware of the play action at some point.
We do. We know they will throw it, or you wouldn't have receivers way out there on the sidelines. Twin receivers at the top, single to the bottom. Shotgun snap, he'll turn. He's going to hand it off to the outside, and he's got some room, and he's going to run hard. We're going to run right up to the 50-yard line.
I think Wes Jay got him right there.
Good enough for a Bulldog 1st down.
I want to say, Dale, a lot of the plays they're running, it's a zone read.
Yep,
The quarterback's making the choice to pull it or give it. He's reading that end.
Gabe Shireman's in there at an end right now. So you have Tucker, D. Weidman, and Shireman.
All juniors.
All juniors on your front three. Send one in motion, snap. We'll go to the outside, and you're going to have to make the tackle, guys. You can't just arm tackle him.
Yep. Eli, you're right there. You got to wrap that up.
Boy, we had him in the backfield. 2, 3 guys. Now they'll bring in Shindo and I believe Franklin.
Pretty good contained by our defense that time, but we could have had them for a 3 or 4 yard loss.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Trips to the top of the screen. First time we've seen that. Shotgun snap. He'll turn. He'll hand it off to the top of the screen, and all that is a lead. And he's good enough for a 1st down and then some. Still on his feet. That's just an overload to that side.
Yep.
Blast or whatever you want to call it. All the way up to the 32-yard line.
That's about a 15-yard gain on that play.
And that's how the quarter will end. Anderson County running off the field with 12 seconds remaining. They're going to let the clock run out. We'll take a step away, take a break. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Trojans lead at 7-6, but Anderson County's driving the ball. Justin, they're not doing anything special.
No, it's either, they're either running the lead, the quarterback's keeping it, and it's been the same 2 guys have carried the ball every time.
Yeah, and that running back's a pretty decent-sized lad, but both of them run hard.
Quarterback's a tough ball carrier as well.
Back to a 4-man front. Snap over his head, but he's going to scramble and be tackled down about the 23-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Going to have to be offense.
That's got to come back. As Wes Jahay ran him out of bounds there. I think that's probably the reason for your fumble there. I think there's possibly a little early movement. Yep,
false start against the offense. That'll move him back.
Yeah, 5-yarder. You can see some confusion with our guys a little bit. I mean, it is tough to tell if the quarterback has the ball, if the running back has the ball. But if you're there, if you're in doubt, tackle him.
Yeah.
You're not trying to hurt the kid if you tackle him without the ball. You're trying to play football. So tackle him.
There's no rule saying you got to tackle the guy with the ball. So Shireman is back in at defensive end. You'll have Tucker,
Shindo, and Weideman, 4-man front again.
4-man front again. Send one in motion to the top of the screen. They're going to run that lead follow again, and tackle going to be made up there after about a 7-yard gain. They're running that linebacker through that gap, and he's just not getting there in time. He's either not reading it quick enough. That time Sharman was on the far side. He did stretch it out, and that's what gives that linebacker that alley, but he's just not getting there in time.
Brecken was just behind him. He touched his heel, but he's just a split second behind.
Boy, a half a step there, and that's a big loss.
Yep.
Well, that'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. They got the jumbo set to the top of the screen again. Send it down in motion to the bottom of the screen. They'll run the exact same play to the bottom. He's going to make one guy miss and cut back. He'll get across the 25 down to the 24-yard line.
Looks like you had Gabe Shireman in there. Got him from the backside on that play.
Key to that is not giving any yards backwards by the defensive line. If they're going to double team, you make the pile right there and make him make this cut.
An offense like this, a negative play is big because it's really hard to keep them from getting at least 3 or 4 yards every time. So if you can stick them with a -5, that really stacks the odds in your favor.
Bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. Twin receivers at the bottom of the screen, twin to the top. Out of the shotgun again. Have a little bit of movement up front. Everyone gets back. Turn, hand it off right up the middle again, and he's going to be stuck right at the line of scrimmage and maybe lose a yard.
Brecken Troike got him right. That's exactly what Brecken's supposed to do. He stuck him right at the knees, drove him backwards, and D finished him off.
Good job by the Trojan defense. Brings up a 4th down and 2.
So 4th and 2, pretty pivotal play right here.
Trojan defense needs to stand tall as the wind picks up just a little bit more out of the east right now, more east than northeast.
Got to watch the ball here, 4th and 2. Doubt if they're going to go on 1.
They got Bohr back in. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them. You're watching Trojan football. Your Trojans lead at 7-6 on Girard Sports Live.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Give Leah Smith a call at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County Bulldogs, 4th down and 2. See if the Trojan defense can hold. Tuck, what's your prediction?
We were talking about it during the timeout, and they do a good job of overloading one side and getting right in there and following that wedge for a couple yards. It's really hard to stop them on that.
Boy, if that's the case, make a big bubble and make him bounce it. Let our linebackers get there.
That's right.
Single receiver to the top. They'll hand it up off the middle, and he'll have enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, that was a quarterback. He found a crease in the middle of the defense right there.
So 1st and 10 from the balls on the 19-yard line for Anderson County. They'll send trips to the top of the screen. Out of the shotgun. Take the snap. Trojan handoff to the top. And he's going to be hit twice, maybe gain of 2 on the play, it looks like.
Yeah, and I'd like to say who tackled him, but there's no way I can see. I think maybe Mason was over there, but
we might have to start watching the screen. It's a lot easier to see.
We're going to have to.
From that range. It's a lot easier to see the numbers on there, Tuck.
Yeah, it is.
So they're going to say gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. He'll bring him up to the line. Twins to the bottom of the screen, single to the top. Now he'll go in motion to the bottom of the screen. They'll overload the bottom. Last time they ran to the top of the screen when they did this. He's going to drop back pass. Ball in the air, no good, incomplete. Intended receiver was number 18, I believe.
I believe that's right, Dale.
Bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs on the 19-yard line.
So that was Brody McClain was the intended receiver, number 19. 3rd and 7, you know, their offense is kind of like ours. It's a little tough when it gets to be 3rd and a little long.
It is. Trojans need to bow up right here. Sharman back into the defensive end. Have we gone back to that 3-man front?
Watch the ball. I'd put money on the quarterback running the ball.
That's a good chance. No, we are in a 4-man front. Trip receivers to the bottom of the screen, single back. Quarterback will take it. He'll roll to his left. He'll look to pass. Now he's going to run. He'll make one guy miss at the 20, down to the 10. He'll probably have enough for a 1st down. Looks like Eli Tucker with the tackle from the backside.
Nope, Trojan ball. Isn't it? Aren't they saying Trojan?
Nope, they're going
to give it to him.
Going to give him 1st down. Boy, it was close.
It was close.
Boy, he's a shifty quarterback.
He is.
So 1st and goal, ball on the 8-yard line.
Dale, did they start out dropping back to pass and then he ran on that play?
Yeah, there was no one open. He was rolling to his left or to his right, and he just pulled it down. And a shifty quarterback like that, you're going to have a guy spying him. D. Weidman came from the inside out instead of keeping the outside open. Twins to the bottom, single receiver to the top. Send one in motion. He'll snap the ball. He'll hand it off to him. There's going to be a flag on the play, and he'll be tackled at the 5-yard line. I believe he was in forward motion.
I think so, Dale. It's going to be a legal procedure.
Yep, that will be. So they'll move him back.
Another 5-yard.
Another 5-yard penalty.
You know, the first quarter, both teams scored in the first 6 minutes of the game. There hadn't been a score now in the last 12.
So it'll bring up 1st and goal from the 13-yard line. They can't get a 1st down unless they get a personal foul face mask like they did last time. Twins at the top of the screen, Twins at the bottom. He'll drop back to pass. He'll just dump it right over the middle, and whew, it falls incomplete. He was wide open.
Had a man, but he was a little short on his toss.
Sorry about the sniffles. The wind's blowing right in her face, and it's dropping in temperature, so I'm just glad I brought a jacket. What do you say, Tuck?
I've got my hoodie on, and I'm glad I threw it in the car before I left. I about forgot it.
I almost feel bad for our camera guy, Mr. Walter. He didn't bring one. Twins to the top, Twins to the bottom, receiver, single back. Take the snap, drop straight back. He'll look to throw it over the middle, guy wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lost a guy out of the backfield there, I believe.
Yeah, he was sitting down in the middle of the zone, and he was wide open.
So the Bulldogs will go for 2, try to get that point back.
You know, Dale, we're going to get the ball back here in a minute. They've had the ball forever.
They have had the ball the whole
second quarter.
Second quarter, they've had it all. So they've almost used half the second quarter up. So they'll go twin receivers to the top of the screen. Wing back to the top as well. And they'll run it to the bottom of the screen, and he's going to get in for the touchdown, or for the 2-point conversion. Looked like we had him bowed just a little bit there. So Anderson County will take the lead, 14-7. We'll step away for one break. We'll be right back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County leads it 14-7 on an impressive drive by Anderson County.
That was. They took it down the field in little pieces, and there at the end, 13-yard touchdown pass.
We've had 2 kickoffs by Anderson County. Both of them been pooches. So we'll see if he kicks it away or just gives it a little nubbin again. That's all he does. Let it go out of bounds if you can, but he'll pull it in to the 40-yard line.
I believe that was Caden Harrison. Pretty good job fielding that ball. He got 4 or 5 yards out of the deal. Great start and field position.
It was. It looked like it was angled out. We'd probably got the ball on the 35, but instead we'll get it at the 41-yard line where the Trojans will start over. 1st and 10.
So we need a drive like we had that first drive, Dale. We just need to pound it down the field.
That's exactly right, Tuck. Lawman will break the huddle. He'll bring him up. We'll have single receiver to the top of the screen, single receiver to the bottom. He'll send one in motion to the top. He'll turn, pitch it. It's Jay. He's going to have to bow it a long ways. He'll break one guy miss and gain about 2 yards. He'll take a big hit there for just a yard gain. And boy, they got upfield on that one.
They did, and I'm glad Wes found that little crease. I was looking like it was going to be a 4-yard loss. Good job by Wes of turning it into a 1-yard gain.
Good putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield, and that's exactly what we did in the first drive. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Trojans. Single receiver to the bottom of the screen, single to the top. Derby McReynolds will be the running back behind him. Lallman will take the motion to the top of the screen, turn, hand it off. Nope, yep, he'll hand it off, and Derby's got nowhere to go.
Nope, they're all over that.
Maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and 10. Tuck, this is not what this offense needs.
Not what we're built for. Caden's got an arm to do it, and we saw some really nice play designs last week, so I've got faith in him. We just got to give him some time up front.
So 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans. Want to break the huddle. They'll send single receiver to the top, twin receivers to the bottom of the screen.
Bulldogs probably going to send some pressure.
Lawman will take it, roll to his left. Lawman will turn, throw. Pass is caught. Going to be short of a 1st down, though, at the 50-yard line. Caden Harrison will be the
going to be short
receiver.
by just a hair. I mean, about a yard.
Wow, they're going to say he's didn't make it to the 50-yard line. Trojans going to go for it. Big play right here for the Trojan offense. Oh, and they're going to jump off sides. Good play call by the Trojans.
You bet. Good job, coach.
And they were bringing a linebacker, and he was coming straight across there. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans after the offsides penalty on the defense.
You know, I'd take a nice, eat the rest of this 4:42 off the clock and score with about 20 seconds left. Be just right.
Almost in motion at the bottom of the screen, turn. He'll pull it up again and hand it off to Derby Reynolds. He'll cross the 40 down to the 35 and get knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Nice run by
real good run.
Derby McReynolds right there.
About a 13-yard gain on the play. That was the old dive on the option.
Yeah, say out at the 32-yard line. Boy, it's right in front of us. But that's where the ball will be spotted. Single receiver to the top of the screen, single to the bottom. We'll send, 2 guys in motion. That's not good. Now, play should have been blown dead.
Yeah, they should have. As soon as they saw the 2nd guy in motion, I mean, they should have. That should have been about 3 refs on whistles right there.
Illegal shift against the Trojans.
First offensive penalty of the night.
It is the first offensive penalty of the night. We've had 2 on defense?
I believe so. I think just 1. We just had the personal foul on defense.
It is declined. So bring up 2nd down and 10. Not sure why they would
think their coach must be worried about our big playability.
Lallman will send one in motion. He'll turn, fake the handoff. Now he's going to keep it. He'll get it back up to the 30-yard line, gain of 2 yards. On the play, backside pursuit got him. Bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans.
I think the difference in that play being unsuccessful and some of the others being successful, the ball fake wasn't quite as crisp, and we weren't going downhill.
Yeah, running to the short side of the field, too. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans. Lallman will send one in motion to the bottom of the screen. Now he'll reset. Trying to draw him off sides, and coach will call a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. For years, our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Bulldogs lead at 14-7, 3:27 to go. It's 3rd down and 8. Tuck, what do you got in the playbook?
You know, Dale, we've completed several passes tonight, so, you know, I think a pass over the middle, either that or you try to break it up and get it in 2 5-yard runs. I mean, you're on that end of the field, so, you're in 4-down territory.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
That was a real nice late pitch. Caden kept the ball around the right end. West stayed in the formation. Caden pitched it when he was 2 or 3 yards down the field, and we're just maybe a half a yard short.
Boy, going to be 4th and a half a yard. Nice play by the Trojans. Great pitch relationship kept by Jay.
There's been a lot of them pitches to the outside. If West breaks one more tackle, he's gone.
Got to get the outside D-back sealed off by the receiver. Single receiver to the bottom of the screen. One to the top. Send one motion. He'll turn. He'll keep it. And he'll get enough for the 1st down. He's going to be drove backwards, but he got enough for the 1st down to begin with.
Nice keep.
Nice push up front by the offensive line.
He had a lot of room to operate there.
Got 3 or 4 yard push. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Trojans eating up that clock. 2:44 remaining.
Ball sits right at the 20 of the Bulldogs.
So we need to get down to the 10-yard line for a 1st down. Single receiver to the top, single to the bottom. Derby McReynolds behind will send one in the motion. He'll turn. He'll hand it off. Nobody's going to keep it. And he'll get crossed up to about the 15-yard line where he'll be spun down.
Nice positive yardage by Caden.
A good decision to pull right there. Derby McReynolds got hit right at the fake. They're going to say he's just short of the 25 or the 15-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. Twin receivers at the bottom of the screen. He'll send one receiver in motion. He'll pull it, turn, pitch, hand across the 10, down to the 4 or 5 yard line. Nice pitch relationship. It's there, and it's been there all night. Good enough for a 1st down for the Trojans. Be 1st and goal from the 6 yard line.
You know, no doubt, Dale, the Bulldogs have watched some game films. They've seen how effective Derby's been running the ball up the middle. They're keying on that. and Caden and Wes have made some really nice pitch plays to the outside on this option.
Bulldogs bring in a big old nose guard to try to stop that up front. Single receiver to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Send the motion to the top of the screen, turn, and he'll fake it, pitch outside, and we got him sealed this time, 5, and ooh, did he get in? No, yes, touchdown Trojans, touchdown Trojans.
That's a touchdown, West J. But I believe, who was out there blocking?
I believe it was Thomas.
Yeah, I think it was Logan Thomas. Whoever that receiver was out there, he scored the touchdown.
He
that
did.
was great blocking by that wide receiver.
He sealed it off. Great job by the Trojan offense. Great job by West J. And now it's time to tie it back up. Let's get a good snap, a good hold, and a good kick. Freshman kicker Davidson to get the ball, extra point. Snaps down, kicks away. They're going to say it's good. Trojans tie it up with 1:21 to go, Tuck. That was an impressive drive by the Trojans.
That was very much needed drive. Anderson County gets the ball back in the second half. We've got, but they can bust one. We got to play some defense here and going to halftime tied up or turn the ball over. You know, who knows? Maybe we can get another one before halftime.
You know, we've seen them come out and throw the ball there in the last drive there at the end, but that quarterback could bust one at any time. Need to keep an eye on him. Just need to spy two guys.
Yeah.
If you tackle both them every play.
Looking at their play selection, well, I'll look at it here in a minute, but I guarantee them two have had the ball 98% of the game.
Yeah, I think we've only seen one other carry by another running back. So Luke Nigaman will be kicking off for the Trojans. I'd look for maybe a little razzle-dazzle here on the kickoff. If I'm Luke Nigaman, I'm driving the ball low and hard into the ground. I wouldn't put anything up in the air. Luke Nigaman awaits the whistle. He'll get it. It's in the Trojans into it. He'll kick a low line drive him all the way back to the 10, 5-yard line. Trojans, we need to watch over pursuing here. Nicely done by the Trojan special teams there.
Great job, great tackle, good contain. I think possibly Matthew Pike in there on that tackle.
I think it was. Boy, them jerseys are hard to read, but nice job by Luke Nigaman, freshman.
Beautiful.
Kicked the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line.
To make a high school team start at the 17, 18-yard line, that's a pretty big deal.
Minute 16 remaining in the first half. Trojan defense comes up. They're going to be back in that 3-man front. That's going to be Bohr, Shindo, and Weidman. Trip receivers to the top of the screen. He'll take snap, straight drop back. He'll look to throw it, nowhere to go, and he'll come flying up the field across the 20 to the 25. And I think that was a design draw all the way.
It looked like it. And he was watching that defensive end. Once that lineman got that end way up the field, he's got a huge gap right there. We can't get that far up the field.
Not with a 3-man front. So gain of 7, 8 on the play.
He did get out of bounds, so he stopped the clock.
Minute 8 remaining in the first half. Trojans need to hold them out here. They'll run trips to the top of the screen, twin receivers to the bottom of the screen, no backs. A straight drop back. Tucker misses on an arm tackle, and he'll be hit and drove to the ground at the 20 or 36-yard line.
I was watching the D-line that time. Tucker had a great swim move to beat the center. He's got to break down. He's got to break down before he gets that quarterback to make that tackle.
Bulldogs in a hurry up. How's that not movement up front?
I think they might have caught it, or we have a timeout.
Timeout?
No, he got it.
Yep, he got it.
I guess he lost his flag, Dale.
Oh, yeah. Procedure penalty on
the
Bulldogs.
They've had about 5 of those.
Shireman, Tucker, and Weidman on the defensive line. Trip receivers, twin to the bottom. He'll look, drop back pass, and it's going to be caught at the 47. Nope, he's not tackled yet. He'll get across the 50-yard line. He'll stay in bounds, 27 seconds remaining. Hurry up offense by the Bulldogs. Same formation. He'll drop back to pass again. D. Weidman sitting there spying him now. He'll give a little pressure to him. He'll get around him. Got to break down, gentlemen. And he'll be tackled with a timeout. He'll be tackled at the 41-yard line, 42-yard line. Be a timeout for the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Daryl Westhoff is your American National Insurance agent in Girard. As a proud Trojan and Girard native, Daryl is committed to serving his community. Whether it's starting a family, buying a car, opening a business, or settling down, Daryl Westhoff at American National Insurance Company can help make those big moments a little easier. Your needs are his top priority. Stop by and visit with Daryl and let him guide the way. Contact Daryl Westhoff today at 620-724-4077 or by email.
And welcome back to Anderson County. Garnett. Trojans have tied it up 14-14, 12 seconds left. Anderson County's got the ball. I still got Burlington on the brain for some reason. Red jerseys, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So Dale, we're at the 41-yard line. We've got 12 seconds left. You know they're going to have to throw the ball. They're going to spread us out. We got to get some pursuit and contain.
The biggest fear I've got is he's down there drawing something up in the dirt. A little trick play. Still got the trips receiver to the top, twin to the bottom. No back. Shotgun snap. He'll drop back to the 50-yard line. He'll look deep. Guy wide open. Good for a Bulldog touchdown.
That guy, he just snuck right into the middle of the zone there. He was between the safeties and the corners. Yeah.
Bulldogs will take the lead 20-14 with 6 seconds remaining in the half, and they'll get the ball back. They're going to go for an extra point. Snaps down, kick is up. It's good. Bulldogs will take the lead 21-6 with 6 seconds remaining. We're going to step away for 1 minute. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County leads it 21-14. Tuck, how does that guy get that wide open?
Dale, I was kind of watching both lines and seeing, I don't know, I just looked up and he was there. I'm sure the coaches will watch that play and practice, and they'll teach the boys something off of it.
I'm sure there'll be some talk at halftime. That's the exact same one that he missed the throw earlier. So they'll pooch kick it again. Ball will be picked up at the 15-yard line. And he's going to look to turn it back. He'll get up to the 21-yard line, and that's going to do it for the first half. We'll go into the halftime, 21-14. Trojans down by 7. Halftime show is brought to you if I get to it here we go. Halftime show is brought to you by Girard National GN Bank. They've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We're a step away. We'll be right back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crawcan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County leads it 21-14 over your Trojans. Good look at the Anderson County Dancers right there. Tuck, great game so far.
It has been, Dale. It's been a battle, kind of battle of two different quarters. First quarter, they both came out on fire. The offenses did, went down and scored, and then we almost had 12 minutes go by till the next score, and it was by Anderson County. But Anderson County's got about 162 yards on the ground in the first half, and that's all by two guys. Quarterback number 12, tailback number 7 has carried the entire load rushing. They've also passed for 83 yards. About 50 yards of that came on that last play of the first half there. And they've had about 25 yards worth of penalties. Those have all been illegal procedure penalties. For the Trojans, we've got about 120 yards on the ground so far. It's been split up mainly by three guys. We did have Mason carried one for 4 yards. And Caden's 2 of 4 for 12 yards through the air. We've got about 13 yards worth of penalties. No turnovers yet in this ballgame.
And that is the Eye on the Game, brought to you by Canar Eye Care. Thanks to the support from their community, Canar Eye Care has nearly doubled their space and extended hours with locations in both Pittsburgh and Girard. Canar Eye Care is the clear choice. Make your appointment today by calling 620-235-1737. We're going to step away for one more break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. We'll talk a little bit more about the local matchups and so much more on the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Call Service has a huge selection of tires from great brands, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, Hankook, and Cooper. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service with fast, reliable, on-the-farm service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes in Girard. Get back in the game with a stop at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121. Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
This is Greg from the original home location of Derailed Commodity in nearby Brazelton, Kansas. Our home location includes the warehouse for our company's 16 other stores, allowing us to feature a huge selection of furniture at outlet prices. We also feature by far the area's largest in-stock selection of carpet and floor coverings, and the absolute lowest prices on mattresses. We're your source for lodge-style rustic furniture for homes and cabins. So come see us at our large facility in Brazelton, your destination for outlet pricing.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County leads it 21-14. A couple shout outs real quick. Mom back at home, hope your leg's feeling better. I know you're sitting here watching the game in the living room. And once again, the Parsons ladies out on the porch. Big shout out to you guys. Big thank you for your support. It's time for the scoreboard update by the Market 120. Halftime scores and updates are brought to you by Market 120. As a full-service salon and boutique, the Market 120 will get you back in the game and looking for your very best. Give Ashley a call. 316-650-6680 to schedule your appointment. The Market 120 is a proud supporter of Trojan football. Tucker, what do we got?
Dale, the big score I've been wanting to find, and I just found it. Prairie View and Burlington tied 6-6 at halftime.
Hey.
So that goes to show you,
they're human.
You got to play the games, man. Not everything's done on paper. So let me flip over here now, and I'll run through some other scores. Pretty tough to find scores in our district since they're not really local teams. But I'll update you on some local Southeast Kansas scores anyhow.
Well, while you're looking at that, we'll just kind of rehash it a little bit. You know, great starting drive by the Trojans. They got the ball at the 35-yard line, drove all the way in for a touchdown. Then we turn the ball over. Well, we give them to kick the ball back off to them, and they make one huge play for about 60 yards to start the game. And then they drive the ball in for a touchdown. We get the ball back at about the 30-yard line again. They've pooch kicked very well tonight. And we drove the ball, kind of sputtered a couple times and turned it over on downs. And then they turned around and scored after that.
I think we've punted one time, Dale, and they have yet to punt.
They have yet to punt. They went for 2 first downs. So...
you know, the really only mistake of the game so far by either team was that long pass play at halftime by the Trojan defense.
And that is about all we can knock the Trojan defense. They've honestly, once that first drive, they've done a good job of making the quarterback turn that ball back in and get into our linebackers. So good job by the Trojan defense.
I found a few scores here for us, Dale. Columbus all over Baxter Springs, 35-0 at the half. Let's see, Coach Miller, he's down 49-7. Joplin's over Neosho at halftime. I know that's in Missouri. Riverton's pounded Northeast. Parsons, 13, Frontenac 14, almost halftime. That's kind of a shocker.
That is a shocker right there.
Yep. Let me scroll down here. Humboldt 35-0 over Erie. That was a second quarter score. Let's see, Independence 7, Chanute 7, almost halftime. Southeast is up on Jayhawk Lynn by 2 points, almost out of the second quarter.
That is a big game down there for them. It's been 50 years since they've won a league title, and they're playing for the Jayhawk Conference league title, or Tri-River Conference league title tonight down there. So good luck, Southeast. Always want a local team doing well, and those young men have played pretty hard this year, and they're 4-0.
Yep, that's a great deal for the Lancers down there at Cherokee. Fort Scott, Lebec County tied up at 14. That was a score that came in with 3 minutes left in the first half. I'm about to run out of Southeast Kansas scores here. Dale, Pittsburgh's up on Ulysses 7-3. That was about halfway through the second quarter. And that's about all I'm going to pull in from Southeast Kansas.
Was that game at Pittsburgh?
If
not, that was a long drive.
Oh, yeah. I think it's at Ulysses because I think they play. No, I think it is at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's at home. Always on the ball over here with our cameraman, Ivan Walter.
He bails us out all the time.
We're going to step away for one more break. You're watching Trojan football on the GN Bank Halftime Show.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Call Service has a huge selection of tires from great brands, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, Hankook, and Cooper. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service with fast, reliable, on-the-farm service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes in Girard. Get back in the game with a stop at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between. Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
This is Greg from the original home location of Derailed Commodity in nearby Brazelton, Kansas. Our home location includes the warehouse for our company's 16 other stores, allowing us to feature a huge selection of furniture at outlet prices. We also feature by far the area's largest in-stock selection of carpet and floor coverings, and the absolute lowest prices on mattresses. We're your source for lodge-style rustic furniture for homes and cabins. So come see us at our large facility in Brazelton, your destination for outlet pricing.
Welcome back to Garnett, Kansas, high above Anderson County Stadium. We are above the crow's nest, above the press box, on top of the roof. And the wind's blowing. It's a little bit chilly. Let me look and see what the temperature is up here right now. Cameraman guy says it is 20 degrees. But I got 57.
Yeah.
But that wind makes it feel a little bit chillier.
It's pretty sharp, but nowhere near as sharp as it's going to be next Friday.
Next Friday is going to be a little cool.
I think the high next Friday is 51.
You know, I was looking at that. I happened to be going to the Chiefs game with Susan, and you know, we're looking at the Chiefs game Sunday morning, low of 49 degrees, high for the day is 63. And, you know, I am looking forward to getting away, going up and cheering on them Chiefs.
Wouldn't be a Chiefs game unless you were freezing your tail off.
That's right. Get there, maybe do a little tailgating. Ought to be a good time.
Dale, it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments, you know, teams have made, especially the Trojans on defense. We've got to find a way to make a defensive stop. We have not forced them off the field once yet.
We have not made them punt the ball. They did go for fourth down, 4th and 1s, and they got both of those. So, you know, we were really close down here for stopping them before they went into the end zone for the second time. And, boy, I thought we had them stopped in just about a yard too much of gain. But, you know, if we can stop them and we can put together some long drives, I think we'll be all right here. They are going to get the ball here in the second half, and right now is where the defense needs to make a point.
Yeah, we, you know, there's not been any turnovers, any offensive turnovers by either team yet. So that's going to be key in the second half. They're about even on penalties, really. So it's all going to come down to who can make some defensive stops, and it could very well come down to field position as well.
As they come out for the second half kickoff, the Trojans will be kicking off to the Bulldogs.
Looks like we've got going to have Brody McLean back deep for the Bulldogs, and I believe the other number 14 is Garrett Edens. That would have to be a relative of their talented running back, probably a brother of their running back, Austin Edens.
Second half kickoff is brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for a great gift idea and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece, or maybe even sign up for some classes at Larrett Ceramics at 620-724-8442. Luke Nigman teeing up the ball for the second half.
If you're going to stop Anderson County, you're going to stop Dillner and Edens. That's their whole offense right there, and they're good.
Like to see that ball flat and not kick deep to Dillner. And it will be a squib kick. They're going to say we were offsides. Going to back us up 10 yards and re-kick it.
You know, it's tough to stop a team from running. They do a really good job of spreading the field, and you've got to honor that. So, you know, our guys have got to stay home. Everybody's got to do their job here.
So Luke Nigaman will re-kick it off from the 35-yard line. He'll kick it down to the 25-yard line, and he'll be wrapped up at the 40.
Pretty good start in field position for the Bulldogs. Ethan Merrill in there on the tackle for the Trojans. Ethan's been in on a handful of tackles tonight. Probably seen the field more tonight and last week than he has all year.
Trojans back with that. Nope, they're back to a four-man front. I thought we were jump back in that three-man front. They do have the four-man front up there. Anderson County will come out with twin receivers to the top, twin to the bottom. Single back, send one in motion to the bottom of the screen. Snap, and it's just got that lead follow. A nice job by the Trojans. If they'll wrap it up right there, maybe a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, we had a lot of kids in there on that tackle. Breckham was in there. I think that was the D's side at defensive end, so everybody did their job pretty well. Really key here for our linemen to get some separation off them O-linemen and find the ball. They got to find the ball early in the process. Pretty tough to do. They run a really good ball fake.
So bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Twin receivers the bottom, send one in motion to the bottom. It'll be that toss, tackle in the backfield by
Mason Hubner.
Mason Hubner reads it well, comes up and lays a hit on him. I think that's our hit of the game so far.
That's got to be, and that's a big negative play. You got to have negative plays to stop this offense, and that's the first one we've had all night.
Hit of the game is brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If a deer ends up tackling your car just like Hubner just hit that running back, take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless, dent repair, glass replacement, and so much more. Let Bradshaw Collision get you back in the game. 620-724-7300.
Empty backfield here.
Empty backs, trips to the bottom. Going to get some pressure on him. Going to run him to the outside. He'll skirt one guy, and he'll step out of bounds. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Well, that's what we needed right there. We got some pressure on him. We flushed him from the pocket. Be interesting to see what they do here. I think we're going to make them punt right here, Dale.
That's exactly what we talked about.
Possibly, I don't know. They've got about 8 yards to go for first down yardage.
4th and 8. Unless they drop back, it looks like they're going to go for it. Now they will get into a punt formation.
I'd be pretty careful right here.
They're going to have 3 running backs back to the back. Now he'll drop back. It won't be a very long snap. He will punt it away. Kind of a quick kick. He'll bounce at the 25 and roll down to the 21-yard line. Trojan will take over 1st and 10 there. We're going to step away for one break. We'll be right back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Hand up off the middle to Derby McReynolds, and he'll fight forward for a gain of about 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down, maybe gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans.
You know, on that 3rd and long, we brought some pressure with the linebacker. That's something we hadn't done all night. That made that quarterback a little bit uncomfortable and caused him to get out of the pocket. That's a great adjustment by the coaching staff at halftime.
So Trojans will go twin receivers down to the bottom of the screen. Derby McReynolds running back. He'll send one in motion to the bottom of the screen. Turn, handoff. Nope, he's going to pull it. And now he's going to pitch to the outside. He's wide open. Crosses the 25 to the 30. And he'll get up to the 34-yard line. Nice play there by Lolleman, reading that to the very last second. Make him commit, come up, and give that pitch. Good enough for a Trojan 1st down.
About a 9-yard gain there. And, I mean, that pitch to the outside, it's worked better this game than it has all season. You can tell the boys are growing in this offense and learning this offense.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of the Girard Trojans.
Snap, long will drop back, pass on the way, incomplete. Intended receiver, looks like it might have been Hubner.
Caden had a lot of time. The line made him a good pocket right there. Just a little bit errant throw. You're not going to see that by Caden every now and then.
Trojan offensive line doing well tonight, Tuck.
Yep.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. Nothing wrong with that play on 1st down.
Not at all. When Mason catches that ball, he's still running. There was no way between him and the goal line.
Yeah, it was there. Just didn't clear the linebacker and get his head turned quick enough. We'll go single receiver to the top of the screen. Send one in motion that way. Turn. He'll pull it. Now he'll pitch it. He'll turn the corner, get upfield for a gain of about 3 on the play, maybe 4. Boy, if he kept his feet, I think he was right through there.
Well, he did a nice job of cutting back right there at the end. He picked up another 3 or 4 yards on that second effort. That's a big deal with third down coming up.
Bring up third down and 6 for the Trojans. Gain of 4 on the play. Nice play by Jay, I believe.
Yeah, it was Wes. Took us a little bit longer to get to the edge that time, and they had a few guys out there.
We didn't get that linebacker sealed off quite good enough to make that corner turn. We'll send twin receivers to the bottom, single to the top. Snap, he'll roll to his left. Good block there by Dervin Reynolds. Wide open, just out of the outstretched arms of Hubner.
Great play design. We saw that play last week. Mason was 6 yards behind the defender. Caden just overshot him a little bit.
Just overshot him, couldn't get there. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. Trojans going to have to punt the ball away.
That's tough, you know. We got our first defensive stop of the game. Now we got to give it right back to them.
Trojans trail 21-14. 8:14 remaining in the third quarter.
And Burlington has nobody back to receive.
They're coming after it, Tuck. Lawman will get it away, end over end. That might roll for a while. It'll bounce at the 20, down to the 15, and roll down to the 12. Great punt by Caden Lawman.
I'm not sure there, Dale, but I almost think that was a little bit of a special teams mistake. Burlington had nobody back, and they didn't bring a whole lot of pressure.
Now, I thought they'd come after it for sure. We're going to step away for 1 minute. You're watching Trojan football right here on Girard Sports Live.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient.
And we're going to cut that one just a little bit short. The refs have moved the ball well tonight. Be Bulldog ball. He'll hand it off right up the middle. Break one arm tackle, and he's still running across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
You know, we sent a backer on a blitz there. He got hung up in the line. D missed a tackle there, and that's the result. That hole's there. They're gonna take it every time.
You're not gonna arm tackle. We've found that out early in this contest. So it'll be 1st and 10 after a big gain by the Bulldogs. Send trips receivers to the top of the screen. Single receiver to the bottom. He'll turn, hand it off to the middle again, and know where to go this time. Good job by the Trojan defense trying to see who it is.
I think that's Josh Bohr. Yeah, Josh Bohr, the sophomore.
Bohr, the sophomore, gets in there along with Troike. Nice job for a loss of 2 on the play.
Good negative play. We've got to have those against this offense. So I'd say we definitely made a few adjustments at halftime. We're bringing a little bit more linebacker pressure. Our defensive linemen are a little bit more aware of where the ball is. All good adjustments by the coaching staff.
Bring up a 2nd down and 11. Send twin receivers to the top of the screen. Single receiver to the bottom of the screen. Out of the shotgun snap, he'll turn. Nope, he's going to pull it to the outside, and there's no one there. He'll cross the 30 up to the 33-yard line. Rugby scrum will ensue from there. Close to a 1st down for the quarterback. And that's that. Josh Bohr made a great play right there, but he crashed down to get there. He crashes down this time, and they just pull it and run it to the outside.
We blitzed the outside linebacker from that side. He got sucked in. The quarterback went around him. That's one less guy there to tackle him on that edge.
That's exactly what happened. Boy, if you're going to stunt from the outside, you got to stunt as deep as the deepest back.
Yep, you got to go outside in, and then you got to squeeze. I mean, whenever you see it going to the inside of you. So big play right here, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs, and
timeout.
Timeout called. Nope. Going to re-huddle. Not sure what happened here. Is there a penalty on the play?
I'm not.
Oh, he wanted a measurement. Nowhere close to needing a measurement, they're saying.
I think he really wanted a little bit more time.
Oh,
he got it.
Probably so.
I don't see how you stop the game clock for that. The play clock.
So we will bring up 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Trojans going to send a lot of pressure up the middle. They're going to get him. Stop short of the first down. Nice job by
D. Weideman grabbed him.
D. Weideman and the rest of the Trojans coming in to clean up the pile.
Weideman grabbed him and held him up. Bowen Tucker came in. But this is all going to depend on the spot. We see some crazy spots in high school football.
Oh, that was behind the line. Got a good spot by the... They just picked the ball up and then set it back down.
Yeah.
And now they're going to measure. Are you kidding me?
That's either a no-yard gain or a -1 yard gain. They just said it was that far away from being a first down. There's no way they can measure this.
And then we tackle them in the backfield. How can there be a gain on the play? But they picked the ball up and then they dropped the ball, and now we're going to measure it. And they got it.
Now I think they're going to be a little short, Dale.
Oh, wow, was that it?
Unbelievable.
I'm not for sure how that works out, Tuck. You get tackled in the backfield and gain yards.
Our coach isn't real happy about it. Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Trojan defense got to stand tall here now. Don't get down on yourself. Just twin receivers to the bottom of the screen, single receiver to the top of the screen. Will stun a backer, handoff, he'll bounce it to the outside. Holding's going to be called on that defensive or that tight end, and he'll gain about 4. Now they're going to get us for ripping a helmet off of a player. Going to be offsetting penalties.
So we're going to have a holding and we're going to have a personal foul face mask.
Looked like the helmet was loose, Tuck. I think it was. Well, that officials got control of it here. Let's zoom in on it and see what we got here. We got a holding against the Wildcats, personal foul, face mask against Girard.
So that's going to be.
They're offsetting. Replay the down. That down marker over there on the far side still says 4th down.
Just because the helmet comes off doesn't mean that there was a face mask.
Not at all, Tuck. Not at all. You can be raking the hands anywhere in the face, or the helmet will fly off. Maybe he even took a shot with the shoulder. Replay, first down, be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Already 5 minutes, only 5 minutes left in this quarter.
Turn, handoff up the middle, and they're going to stop him short again. Surely they won't get any yards on that one.
Great penetration there. I believe that was Zach Shindo and Brecken Troike in there, but we blew up the middle of that offensive line.
Great job by the Trojan defense. Bring up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, they're going to say no gain on. Maybe they took a yard off.
Yeah. At least they didn't pick the ball up and then set it back down and then measure it.
Yeah.
So it will be 2nd down and 11 for the Bulldogs. Trojans trailing by 7 with only 4:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Trojan defense needs to make another stand right here. We'll send twins to the top of the screen, single receiver to the bottom. They're going to pull and run that lead again, bounce it to the outside, and they'll retain him pretty well. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Nice job by our corner. We sent our outside backer on a blitz, and our corner did a good job of squeezing that play down right there. 3rd and long.
3rd and long, 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
So defense has definitely come out and stepped it up in the 3rd quarter.
They're doing well tonight. Here in the 2nd half already. Need to watch that pass play that they ran for the final touchdown at the half.
Them defensive linemen, they got to get penetration. They've got to break down when they get close to that quarterback.
Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. And they're going to get us offsides. Brecken Troike is going to get called for, we had a stunt on, and he just couldn't hold back.
What is the actual rule, Dale, whenever they blow offsides? I mean, because Brecken didn't touch anybody, but I guess if you break the plane, then in high school it's offsides.
Yeah, well, you should be able to get reset. That'll still be 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. He didn't touch anybody, but it could be called encroachment too by the defense.
You know, it's a little bit different in college and the pro game. They're not quite as lenient here in high school, which reasonably so.
Twin receivers at the top of the screen, single to the bottom. Turn, hand it off right up the middle. Again, he's going to be smacked by D. Weidman in the backfield and ripped down for a 4-yard loss.
So D got him. Eli Tucker got a hand on his foot. D and Josh Moore cleaned it up right there. Big, huge defensive play by Girard.
Huge. That'll bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Bulldogs. I think they're going to have to punt it again.
I think they actually gave him a 4-yard loss on that play, Dale.
They got tackled in the backfield and actually lost yards. So Burlington will bring in a couple players. I didn't see the others run off. They evidently did. They'll be in that 3-back set. They'll have to drop one. He's going to take a look at the defense first. And they weren't going to punt it.
No, they called a timeout there at the end.
Timeout, Anderson County. We'll take it with it. You're watching Trojan football. Trojans trail 21-14 here in the 3rd quarter. You're watching Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Give Leah Smith a call at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hello, let me sell you a car. You need a car? I work for Evans Motors, so please let me sell you a car.
Come on, let the boy sell you a car.
Let me come over for Thanksgiving dinner. You've already bought a car from me at Evans Motors. Please?
He's a hard-working boy. For the love of God, let him come over. He likes stuffing.
Can I go on vacation with you?
Welcome back. Big 4th down coming up right here for the Bulldogs. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 4. And that should be a penalty. Going to get reset, I guess. He'll take the snap, turn, and he's going to be short, I believe, of the 1st down. We'll have to see where the spot's at. He's going to screech forward 3 or 4 times. Now he's got him short down here.
Yeah. How's that not a penalty, Dale?
Well, if he can reset as long as it's not in the motion of the, so he can move forward and get set.
So a big risk right there by Burlington. They're going to give the ball back to Girard, and the ball is on the Burlington 43-yard line.
Big break for the Trojans. Need to tie it up right here.
Yep.
Here in the 3rd quarter with 2:34 remaining. Time for some football talk. 1st 10 for the Trojans. Send one in motion, top of the screen. He'll turn. Ball's on the ground. I think Lawman got back on it.
I don't think they ever had a clean exchange there, Dale.
No, I think.
So this whole second half has basically been played between the 35 and the 35.
Yeah.
It's all been right here, all defense.
It has been defense here in the second half. 2nd down and 10. Thought we might have got a yard or something on that, but 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. Just send one in motion to the top of the screen. He'll turn, hand off, pull it. Nope, he's going to give it. And ball's on the ground, and they're going to lose it. Anderson County's going to come up with it.
Derby was fighting for extra yardage and lost the handle right there.
A little bit of a scrum on the field right now. They're going to say Anderson County came up with it. Boy, Big loss right there before the Trojans. That's the first turnover by the Trojans all night. Only one thing to do, Tuck. That's defense got to stand up here with a minute 48 to go in the third.
Hate to give them the ball back right there. Their offense has been a little stagnant. It'll be tough to hold them like that the whole second half.
Anderson County will take over after the fumble. Nice run by Derby. Just got to hang on to the ball there at the end. Send one in motion. Will be that lead follow play. And they're going to stop him for a gain of about 5. Derby complaining about getting held. To no avail. Gain of 6. Now there'll be a penalty flag thrown. And now the officials, we're going to take a look at this. I believe it's starting to get a little chippy down there on the field, and their coach might have said something to them. That might move them back 15 yards. That's going to be their They said on the Trojans, but they're moving it back the other way.
Yeah, he was pointing the wrong direction there.
Personal foul, offsetting of sportsman against them. So that is a big penalty. It'll bring up second down and 16.
I don't know. I mean, that had to have been on the Burlington coach because it happened near the sideline way after the play, away from all the players.
Had to be. They'll send trips to the top of the screen, twin receivers to the bottom of the screen. Take the snap, high snap. He'll get control of it. Pass over the middle, wide open again. He's going to score. Well, Tuck, a minute left in the third. They've scored on 2 big plays. Same pass play both times. Anderson County will kick the extra point. Snaps down, kicks away, and it's good.
You know, not much we can do about that, but strap it up. We got to go put some points on the board and hold them on defense.
The big play, Tuck, has plagued us all year long.
It's you know, I think the hardest thing to do in high school as a coach is to teach pass coverage. I mean, that's tough. You're in a lot of space. You're usually against somebody that's as good an athlete or better athlete than you. 2 steps and you're burned, and that quarterback dropped that ball right on a dime.
He did. He threw a dime and a bullet and any other things I can think about, but it was right on line, and Anderson County scores 28-14 with a minute left in the third quarter. Trojans need to come up big.
So, things we always talk about, and I don't like to beat a dead horse. How did they get the ball back right there? That was a turnover.
That was a turnover.
What always happens after a turnover in football?
Big plays. And Anderson County will kick it off again. So far tonight, they've squib kicked everything short. Not going to let Derby McReynolds get the ball.
We've done a nice job of fielding those squib kicks. Best just to fall on them if you're in doubt.
They'll kick it deep. Down to the 25. They'll get a couple blocks. He'll turn the corner and get up to the 33-yard line. That's where the Trojans will take over. We're going to step away for 1 minute. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Cole Service has a huge selection of tires from great brands, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, Hankook, and Cooper. Farmers and ranchers trust Cole Service with fast, reliable on-the-farm service daily. Plus, Cole's is the first stop for lube and oil changes in Girard. Get back in the game with a stop at Cole Service. Check them out online at coleservicellc.com.
And welcome back to Anderson County. Trojans will get the ball. Send one in motion, turn, hand it off to Derby McReynolds. He is going to gain about 2 yards on the play.
You know, and if you're our boys here, you just got to keep plugging along. Never know when you're going to break a long run. You know, you got to hold on to the football and get ready to play some defense. Still plenty of football left.
Plenty of football, 28 seconds remaining. Bring up a 2nd down and 7. Gain of 3 by Derby McReynolds. We'll send 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Ballman will take the snap, turn, hand off. Nope, he's going to pull it, and he'll get across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Good decision by Caden. He picked his way through there. Looked like it was going to be a 0 play, and he turned it into about a 4-yard gain. So that's the end of 3 right here, 28-14. Anderson County on top.
We're going to step away for 1 minute. We'll be back for the 4th quarter. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Ag Choice of Hempler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed.
Welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Start of the 4th quarter. Trojans 3rd down and 4. And we'll get upfield. Good enough for the 1st down. I believe that was Derby McReynolds, wasn't it?
I think that was Mason.
Was that Mason Hubner?
I believe so. Yeah, it was Mason.
1st down, Trojans.
Nice gain right there. That's what we need to move the sticks. Unbalanced to the right here.
He'll turn, hand it off, and we got guys blocking for him. Get upfield up to the 50-yard line. Good 6-yard gain on the play.
That was Mason Hubner again. Nice carry.
They're going to say gain of 5 on the play. Trojans in a little bit of a hurry-up offense, going to have to.
But we saw him run the hurry-up against Burlington, and it was impressive.
Send one in motion. Top of the screen. Turn. He's going to pull it, now pitch it outside. He'll turn the corner, get across the 50 to the 45. Good enough for another Trojan 1st down.
Again, Mason Hubner. He's knocking off 5-6 yards of the chunk right here. Running downhill when he caught the pitch.
So Trojans moving the sticks. Again, 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball's going to be on the 43-yard line. Trojans taking a little bit of time here. 10:35 remaining in the 4th quarter. Twin receivers at the bottom of the screen, single to the top. He'll turn, fake the handoff, drop back to pass. He's got a guy wide open. Oh, right through his hands.
I believe that was Logan Thomas. Hit him right in the numbers.
Good play fake right there by the Trojans. D. Weidman comes off the field.
That was a very nice play design, very nice play action. Logan ran a good route. You know, Logan catches that ball 19.75 out of 20 times.
Just slipped right through. Two open.
Yeah.
Two wide open. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, I like the call on 1st down.
Great. Yeah, great play call. Stop the clock.
Lawman will pull it. Now he'll pitch at the outside. Mason Huebner will make.
I think that was Wesley.
Is that
time.
Wesley? Boy,
yeah.
I cannot see him in the lights tonight.
And that's a great pitch. He's in such a great relationship where he's at.
D gets back in there. Looked like he had a helmet issue.
Yeah, I think he had some equipment stuff going on.
Bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Trojans. Very manageable.
You know, they're so close to breaking that pitch. That seam's there, and it's been so much more successful tonight than it has been all season.
Send one in motion, top of the screen, now turn, come back up, and he looks like he's going to be good for the 1st down. That'll be the 1st down for the Trojans.
We're moving right down the field here.
Moving right down the field, but we got to score 2.
We got to score 2, and you know, we're going to, no doubt about it, we're going to have to make a defensive stop. If we can't make them punt again, we're not going to win the game. We're better off just to run our offense, and then you're going to have to stop them on defense.
You're going to have to stop them.
Stop them, turn the ball over, something.
Strip the ball out of there.
We got to score first.
That's right. First things first, we got to drive this on in. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball on the 32-yard line. Lawman will roll to his right. Now he's going to keep it for a run. He'll cross the 30 up to the 25-yard line.
Nice decision by Caden. He had a lot of room in front of him, took advantage of it, got 8 yards.
8 yards on the play. 2nd down and 2. They're going to say 3 on the board, but now equipment issues are going to call a little delay or timeout here. Stop the clock. Now they're going to wind it.
Dale, 2nd and 3 right here. Really good time for play action to the end zone.
I would. I'd get that same Logan Thomas play action play again.
Logan, Caden Harrison, either one of them.
Twin receivers at the bottom of the screen. Send one in motion. Turn, fake. Now the pitch to the outside. He's going to have to turn the corner, make one guy miss. And he does. He'll get across to the 20. Going to say another 1st down for the Trojans.
Great job by Wes. He made the first man miss, and he drove upfield.
So he's going to be down to the 19-yard line.
Looked like Wes was a little bit shaken up on that play, but he's a tough kid. I bet he'll be back in there.
He'll be in pretty quick, I'm sure. He's had a good night tonight running that pitch option. 1st and 10, ball on the
about at the
19-yard line. Boy, I thought he made it a little further. Send one in motion, bottom of the screen, turn. He'll hand it off to Derby McReynolds, and Derby will take it all the way down to the 8-yard line.
Derby ran right over one defender. Nice carry by Derby.
Boy, he trucked him. Be close to another 1st down. They're going to say he was tackled at the 8-yard line.
So we're moving the ball in chunks right now. We need to keep doing this.
Officials timeout.
We're going to measure this. What are we doing here?
As they bring in the chains, you got a good view of it right there. If he'd take one step to the left or right, we'd really be able to see it. You stretch them tight and say,
1st down.
1st down, Trojans. 7:56, 8 minutes to go in this contest. Trojans need to go ahead and drive it in right here and get a defensive stop.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for the Trojans. 7:56 left in the ball game. Anderson County 28.
Lawman will break the huddle and bring him up.
1st and goal from the 8 for the Trojans.
Bowman just direct snap, turn, handoff. Looks like maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
I believe that was Mason on the carry again.
It was. I believe Jay Hayes back in now.
So we're really needing to punch the ball into the end zone here as quick as we can.
Second goal from the 6. Send 1 in motion, turn, fake the handoff. Now Lawman will follow all the way down to the 1 yard line.
He's close.
He is close. Boy, good job by the offensive line. Good push right there. They're going to say he's down at the 3 yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Trojans.
Really you got 2 plays to punch this in. I mean, you don't make it on the first one, you have no choice but to go on the second. What we don't need right here, we either need a touchdown or a positive play. We can't have negativity right here.
Single receiver to the bottom of the screen. Send 1 in motion, turn, and he's going to walk into the end zone. No, untouched. Touchdown Trojans. Touchdown Trojans.
So it's a ball game.
Back into it. Now we'll bring out the freshman kicker, Davidson, for the extra point attempt.
Big kick right here. This is a very big kick right here.
Sharman to long snap it. Luke Nigaman to hold. Snap's good. Held's down. Kick is away. And it's good.
Big kick. Ethan, good job. Freshman Ethan Davidson nailed the extra point. 7-point ball game.
7-point ball game. Trojans trail 21-28. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County leads it 28-21, 6:20 to go, and I was going to say a saying that I can't say on the radio.
Yeah, we've all it boils down to right here is we have got to have a stop right here.
Luke Nigaman to kick off. No reason to kick it onside or anything like that.
Nope.
Just kick a nice line drive kick, try to get him down.
You know, we've got to make our tackles. Number one, we've got to wrap up and tackle. During that process, we need to focus on stripping the football.
Nigaman to kick off. He'll kick it away. Deep kick. Kick it down to the 15-yard line. He mishandles it. Now he'll be taken down at the 21-yard line. Good kick by the freshman.
He pinned him down there. They're going to start off at their own 21. Tremendous.
It is time for the Trojan defense to stand up, stand tall, and hold them back. Be aware of that quarterback and running back, and along with the one pass play that they've completed twice for touchdowns.
You know, Dale, if I'm Burlington right here, I'm gonna run the ball until I have to throw it.
Yep.
I mean, they're going to eat the clock. We've got to wrap up. We've got to make tackles, no missed tackles.
Twin receivers at the top of the screen. Send one in motion to the bottom of the screen. It'll just be that lead follow. And he's going to bounce it to the outside and gain about 5 yards on the play. They're pulling a backside guard on that. That tackle should be in his hip pocket.
He should. He just follow him to the ball, go straight on that guard's heels. Should take him right to the ball.
2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Them 5-yard plays, we can't let them get 5 yards at a time or they're going to run this clock out.
5:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Twin receivers at the top. Flanker to the top of the screen. Send him in motion down to the bottom. He'll turn, hand it off up the middle, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
I'd have sworn his knee hit the ground back there in the backfield.
We're going to say he loss of 1 on the play.
Good play right there by the Trojan defense.
Bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs.
Looks like they're running in the hands team.
Trojans need to be aware of that pass. So 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Big play right here for the Trojans.
Play clock's got to be getting close.
Trips to the top, twins to the bottom, no back. He'll drop straight back. He'll look to throw it long now. He's going to scramble. He'll have to move up he'll make one guy miss and no one there to tackle him. He'll make 2 guys miss and he'll get the 1st down.
Get out of bounds. You can't break contain with that quarterback. You just can't do it. You've got to contain him.
4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. Move the ball up to the 36-yard line. That quarterback's good.
He is. He sat in the pocket for a minute. He waited till the pocket kind of fell apart. He waited till our end on that side got pulled way down, and he had all kinds of green in front of him.
Yeah. If you're not pressuring from both sides, once you break containment, he's going to run. Twins to the bottom of the screen, motion to the top, turn, hand it off up the middle again, and he's going to be tackled for another loss.
That's Brecken in there.
Brecken
Nice.
Troike.
You know when Brecken makes a tackle because Brecken is a formed tackler.
He is. Bring up 2nd down and 11. Trojan defensive line and linebackers have done a good job in the second half containing that play.
They have. Game clock's down to 3 minutes and 50 seconds right now.
Trojans need a stop here. Take it down to 5 seconds. High snap, and might get it back up to the original line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense. Bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
So here we go again, 3rd and long.
Timeout called by the Trojans.
Looks like quarterback's shaking up just a little bit.
Limping just a little bit. We're going to step away. 3 minutes, 28 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Daryl Westhoff is your American National insurance agent in Girard. As a proud Trojan and Girard native, Daryl is committed to serving his community. Whether it's starting a family, buying a car, opening a business, or settling down, Daryl Westhoff at American National Insurance Company can help make those big moments a little easier. Your needs are his top priority. Stop by and visit with Daryl and let him guide the way. Contact Daryl Westhoff today at 620-724-4077 or by email.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Bulldogs lead at 28-21, 3:28. Tuck, what does the Trojans need to do here?
3rd and 9, and we've seen it numerous times. The Anderson County quarterback, Dillinger, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, he's so quick when he gets out of that pocket. If you don't have a speed person up there to at least run him to the sideline, 9 yards is nothing.
Yeah, and I tell you, that's where we're missing the freshman Sharman.
He was very handy in situations such as this.
He had the speed to chase him down, maybe. 3rd down and 9. Twin receivers at the top, twin to the bottom. Shotgun snap, drop straight back. He'll look to throw it. Now he's going to run. He will he'll be short of the 1st down, bring up 4th down and 2. And just as you just said, going to have to spy him. He looks like he might be shook up a little bit.
Well, he's carried the ball, Dale. I bet he's had 30 rushes tonight. He's got to be tired, got to be a little beat up. 4th and 4.
4th and 4. Just ticked under 3 minutes remaining in the game.
No doubt about it. They're going for the 4th down here.
Got to watch the ball here.
Yep.
Going to try to draw you off sides. Yep, going to drop back and punt. He'll quick kick it out of there. Going to go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
So, we did our job.
Did our job. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. We're going to step away for one quick break. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Give Leah Smith a call at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Trojans get the ball back. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, trailing by 7. We're going to go open backfield, empty backfield. He'll turn, drop back. He'll look to throw. Ball's going to be tipped or his arm was hit. It'll fall incomplete. We'll stop the clock with 2:26 remaining in the 4th quarter. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans.
You know, we saw them last week run their hurry-up offense at the end of the first half against Burlington. They did pretty well. You know, when you get them spread out a little bit, that's when you hit them with some derby up the middle.
It is. Derby's got the speed to break one loose. Just got to give him the chance here. Going to go twin receivers to the bottom of the screen, single to the top. Derby McReynolds is the running back. He'll turn, fake the handoff, and he's going to get drugged down in the backfield. Need to hurry up, plays running, and we're just kind of trotting back to the line. Go empty backfield here. Loss of 7 on the play. Turn, snap. He'll duck under one guy. He'll look to throw. Pass is incomplete. No flags on the play. Wow, looked like there was a lot of contact while the ball was in the air. It's going to bring up 4th down and 17 for the Trojans. Minute 47 remaining in the contest.
You know, we've got our offensive line's got to give Caden a little bit of time right here. I mean, a receiver's got to get 17 yards past the line of scrimmage, turn around and sit down in that big zone.
Yep. You know, I think they stunted an outside backer on that. 4th and 17, big play here for the Trojans. He'll drop back to pass, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Trojans will turn the ball over with a minute 43 remaining.
So we got a minute 43 left. Anderson County with the ball on Girard's 8.
Becomes a pride thing right here, Tuck. Don't let him back in.
Yep, you can't lay down no matter where you're at and what the score is.
Single receiver to the top of the screen, single receiver to the bottom. Quarterback takes snap, and it's just going to be a draw play right up the middle. He's going to gain about 4 yards on the play. Down to the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the Trojans. We'll take it with them. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County leads it 28-21 with 1:35 remaining in the contest.
You know, we've got one timeout left, Dale. You got to do everything you can to hold them out of the end zone. You can't just give up.
He'll turn and just run the lead follow to the top of the screen, and he's going to go in for 6. Anderson County will tack on one late here in the contest.
That's probably going to do it right there.
That will probably do it for the Trojans here tonight. 1:29 remaining in the game. They'll line up for the extra point. Good snap, kicks away. It looks like it's good too. Anderson County leads it 35-21. Probably look for a pooch kick by Anderson County, not to give anybody a chance for a long return.
You know, Girard's going to come out. They're going to pass the ball, try to score a kick, or try to score quick, line up for the onside kick. You know, if nothing else, you got to learn from these situations.
You do, you know, and a loss tonight does not end our season.
Not at all.
We still have 3 games left. We go to Prairie View, we have home for Iola, and then we go to Osawatomie. You know, you win 2 of the next, you've still got a chance in the playoffs.
And as we talked earlier, games aren't played on paper, but the way it looks on paper, you know, this is Burlington, Anderson County, Prairie View are the tougher games in the district. There's never an easy game, but if there's one that you have a higher chance of winning, it's Iola and Osawatomie.
It is, and that's
finish in the top 4, you move on.
That's right. You finish in the top 4, the bottom 5 play a consolation game, and end the season there. So with 1:29, Anderson County will kick off, and it will be a deep kick. They're going to kick it over our heads. Let it go in the end zone. Let it go. Oh, it's not. Pick it up and go. I thought for sure it would roll in the end zone.
You know, that's just pretty ironic right there. I mean, how many kids can kick it where it rolls to the 1?
Yeah, well. And we weren't looking. We were looking for a pooch kick. We were moved up, and he just kicks it over the back of our heads.
Yep.
And then we thought, like me, I thought it would roll extra foot and get to the end zone, but it didn't. So Trojans will take over at the 5-yard line, 95 yards away from pay dirt. Empty backfield. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. He'll turn, fire it, get it complete, get out of bounds. And he'll get it to, is that Derby?
I think that's Derby.
So with 1:19, ball up to the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Clock is stopped.
1:18 remaining, 35-21. Anderson County leads it. Get it back to Derby, and down the sidelines he'll go. He won't get out of bounds, though. Good enough for a first down, though. Now there's a flag on the play. What's the flag going to be for? Derby rolling the ball back to the center? Oh, you got to be kidding me. He was tossing it to the ref.
I think they're going to pick it up.
Now they're marking personal foul on Anderson County. I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I have no idea what happened.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Move them all the way up to the 43-yard line. Empty backfield again. And now, what's the...
We have a timeout, or the ball wasn't set, or the clock wasn't going, or...
No clock. So reset it. Gonna add 2 seconds to the clock. Now there's the whistle to start play. Lawman will drop back to pass. He'll throw it long and just overthrow the intended receiver. Logan Thomas. He's got to keep running on that. Kind of hitched it up for a little bit. Incomplete pass, bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. Minute 6 remaining in the game. Ballman's going to roll to his left, and ball's going to be caught.
We got to get on it now. We got to get on the ball, clock it.
Not enough for the 1st down.
Good blocking that time by Derby. He made a nice block out in the flats.
Be close to a 1st down. 2nd down and 1. 43 seconds remaining. Lawman will drop back, pass. Pass is incomplete. Stop the clock at 37 seconds remaining. I think I'm going to have to go deep one time here, Tuck, just to get a try in there. (35-21). Anderson County leads it with 37 seconds remaining in the contest. Snap, turn. You're going to hand it off to Derby McReynolds. He's going to get down the sideline and get out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Good enough for a 1st down. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. That'll be a timeout called by Anderson County. We're going to take it with them. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
And welcome back to Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County leads it 35-21 over your Trojans. 31 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Trojans playing for pride right here. Just need to get one more score.
To stick one in the end zone here.
Lawman will turn, fake the handoff, drop back. He's got a wide open receiver. He catches it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Touchdown, Logan Thomas. And that's the exact same play that he had wide open earlier in the game. And Logan dropped it, but he had a sure hand on it this time.
Good catch by Logan. Good carry after the catch for the touchdown.
Trojans will go for 2. Nope. We'll line up for an extra point.
Looks like we're having a clock dispute with the coach and the side judge here.
Should be 27 seconds remaining. They got 25 on there.
So Ethan Davison in to try to knock this one through to make it a 7-point game.
Snaps down, kicks away. It's good. So Trojans come within 7 with 27 seconds remaining. Sure onside kick to come.
How you get the onside kick, you never know here.
Yeah, that's right. Logan Thomas has the height advantage on that D-back back there. You never know what can happen. But first of all, the Trojans got to get the ball on this onside kick.
Got to have a good onside kick to start things with.
Freshman kicker Luke Nigaman to kick off for the Trojans. And you know, coach is just telling them, run through your man, knock him out of the way, and just get that ball.
That's right.
You have to run through the guy, and if Luke can get a high bounce and give us a chance to go up and get the ball.
Never know. It's a learning experience right here.
They're going to kick it to the near side. We're looking for a football. Here we go.
That always helps.
So you're going to have your wedge breakers all stacked up right down here by the 40-yard line.
Ball's got to get to the 50.
Got to cross the 50-yard line.
Or hit a Anderson County player.
One big
Good
bounce
kick.
right there.
We got it.
We've got
Nope. Still on the ground.
We've got the Trojan ball. Trojan ball. Oh, there's a penalty down. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're going to say it was touched by a Trojan before it hit the 50-yard line. There is no way. That ball bounced twice. Yeah. He had to jump to get the ball out in front of him. I'll watch this 50 times tonight, I guarantee it. He had to jump to touch the ball. Oh, you got to be kidding me. That automatically gives the ball back to Anderson County at the 49-yard line. Wow.
All happened pretty fast, Dale, but you know.
We got the big bounce right before coaches want an explanation on that. So would I. I'd like to see it. Even the ball traveled 10. Even if he hadn't crossed the 50 yet, arm was outstretched over the 50 when he touched the ball. He doesn't.
You know, there comes a point where it's really hard to judge. I mean, it was so close where he's saying that they touched it.
Either way, official's always right, whether we agree with it or not. So Anderson County will have to snap the ball one time.
Down the football.
To down it. They will come up under center. And he will, and that will end the game. Nope, gonna call a timeout. Make him snap it one more time, Coach says.
Well, you never know. You might get a fumble.
Oh.
We've got a couple flags on the play.
Want to make sure we don't get anybody kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
Because you get kicked out here, it carries over to the next. We have a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Girard. So that'll move him up 15 yards.
Oh, they're going to say they're okay. They're just one penalty.
One penalty, multiple witnesses, I'm guessing, on that.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for the game. Trojans are going to fall here 35-28.
You know, Dale, we did a lot of good things tonight. I mean, we ran the ball well to the outside, which we hadn't done all year. You know, defense really played pretty well, especially in the second half. We gave up a few big plays is what hurt us in the end.
That is exactly it. A couple big plays, and that's it. Postgame show is brought to you by the Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the right coverage for you and your special or business needs. Learn more, 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. We're going to step away for 1 minute. We'll be back with the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance Agency postgame show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Give Leah Smith a call at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
And welcome back to the Leah Smith Agency postgame show. Tuck, boy, we dropped one here. We might have had a chance if maybe a couple big plays didn't go their way.
You know, that's true, Dale, and we stubbed our toe a little bit. Logan, who's usually very short-handed, dropped an open pass that could have easily been 6. The touchdown they scored that put them up by 2 scores. It might have been a tie game then. It came right after a turnover.
Yep, it did.
That's what always happens.
Big plays have plagued the Trojans You know, let's not focus on the negative.
Yeah.
We did a lot of good things
We did.
tonight. We've done things that we have not seen all year. Good defense and offensive line work. Good linebacker work by the linebackers. Breck and Chorkey had a great night. We need to think about who the player of the game needs to be. And right now, my vote's for West J. We saw some outside running.
Yep. West, he did a great job of planting that foot and getting upfield. I mean, a lot of good plays, you know, where they would have been negative or zero plays. West turned into 5- and 6-yard gains.
You know, and that's going to be my vote. Yours too?
Yes.
All right, we'll get a little read on this real quick.
Well, you're finding that, Dale. I mean, most time Derby carries the offensive load for us, and he was a big factor tonight too. But, you know, Wes and Caden, even Mason, they all carried the load a little bit more on offense tonight.
It was. Player of the game is brought to you by Evans Motor. The best players in the car business are Nate and Eddie at Evans Motors. Let them find the car, truck, or van, SUV fits you and your family. Visit them on the corner of 69 and 49, 400 south of Pittsburgh, or see their online showroom at evansmotors.net. Once again, great job by the Trojan offense, defensive line. Derby had a good night again. Caden Lowman made some great reads as well.
Yeah, it was, you know, we're a young team. We can't forget that, you know. Now, I know we're not as young as we were to start the season. All the kids that didn't play much, they're halfway through a season now, and you can see it. I mean, you can see the kids learning the offense, you know, starting to hit their blocks, starting to hit their outside run like they were tonight. So a lot of improvements, and we're going to improve even more.
We're going to step away for a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the coach's interview, hopefully. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it. In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
And welcome back to the Leah Smith postgame show. Coach's interview is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more at mybankcnb.net. Coach, we did some great things tonight. We got the ball on the outside. Kids fought hard all the way through. Offensive, defensive line looked exceptional all night long.
Yeah. We had some self-inflicted stuff that cost us some drives. There wasn't a whole lot of possessions in the game, so you had to take advantage of each one. going in, I thought they were a good team, and they ran the ball a lot better than I thought they might, but I knew they could. And we just didn't make enough plays when we needed to, and we made some that didn't get called that way, I guess. But there were some discrepancies on a couple sides of things. I don't know what some of the rules are anymore.
Coach, we got the ball to the outside, and take nothing away from them. They have a great quarterback. He's shifty. He's hard to tackle. But you know what? We came up with some big plays. Great first drive to begin the game, and we drove the ball right down and scored. And, Coach, they come back with a big play. The big play has kind of hurt us from time to time, and tonight was no different. But let's talk about the positives tonight. When we got the ball there in the fourth quarter, we drove right down and scored where we needed to, and gave ourselves a chance.
Yeah, we did some nice things. Offensively, we came out early, executed. I mean, guys were going where they needed to be and being physical about it. Reading the reads we needed to read, and we didn't throw and catch the ball the whole night as well as we needed to at times, and you blame some of that on play calling maybe, but our kids showed a lot of fight, and we did. We come back in the fourth quarter and scored one, scored two, and didn't give up and didn't give in, and proud of them for that. But sometimes it's hard to realize that. I told them after the game, you're not going to argue some things. It should feel bad because you care. And it was obvious on some of the guys' eyes that they fought hard and played, and they care about it, and we can build from that. And we can only control ourselves and what we can do going forward here. And things play out at the end, and it just doesn't help us our cause. But we're not out of the fight yet either. So we got to watch film, learn from it, put it to bed, move forward.
That's right, Coach. We have gotten better every game of this season, and we took another step forward tonight. We control our own destiny. Just because we lost this game tonight, a close game that came down to the very end and some questionable calls there at the end, but we control our destiny, and we are moving forward one way or the other.
Yeah, it's all we can do is worry about ourselves, and we've gotten better, and we're learning some things. We're getting young kids in, so we just gotta keep plowing ahead. Sometimes you learn from these things, you build character off of them, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it right now.
Coach, we're going to let you go, get back to your business, and we just want to thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
That was Coach Neil Philpott on the post-game interview. We're going to wrap it up right here. Justin, bringing in for one last call of it. Boy, we got some good footage for some guys that are back home with maybe some DVR ability. Wow. That could be a very questionable call there at the end of the game.
Yeah, I think it could be, Dale, and we'll let the powers to be handle that. Great football game. It was a great football game. It didn't bounce our way, but we'll come back and get them next week.
That's right. Next week we head to Prairie View. Tuck, what do you know about Prairie View?
It's like we talked earlier, Dale. On paper, they pounded Galena. They're undefeated. I'm trying to find. I'll find their score here in just a minute. But them and Burlington played a super tough game. It looks like Prairie View beat Burlington 22-6, but it was a tie game or a 2-point game most of the game. We can play with them guys. We can play with Galena. We can play with Columbus. We can play with about anybody.
We have come together as a team and gotten better the last 3 weeks. Every time we come on the field, we get a little bit better and a little bit better. And like I told Coach, we still control our destiny.
That's right.
We went out. We're still in the league or in the lead for the districts and would have a home game. We just need to be in the top two to get to
top four. We can be top four.
We need the top two to have a home game.
There you go.
One way or the other, we will travel to Prairie View next week. Make sure you stay tuned. Keep it right here on Girard Sports Live. We thank you. For myself, Justin Tucker, and Ivan Walter, our heads-up cameraman, we're going to say goodnight. God bless everybody. Be safe going home.
It's time for Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Single receiver, top of the screen. Send one in motion, turn, He'll hand it off to Derby McReynolds. Derby makes the first guy miss. Second guy, and he's off to the races on the outside. He's across the 45 to the 50, 40, 30. Can he outrun him? 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trojans.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Kraken, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Daryl Westoff with American National Insurance, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, GN Bank, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, Kennar Eye Care, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Peony Dental, Producers Cooperative Association, The Market 120, G&W Foods, and Call Service.
File. Warn.